I am gaming. I am gaming. I am gaming podcast.
Hi everyone, my name is Ivica. Thank you so much for being on the latest episode of I'm Gaming Podcast, a podcast about the video game industry, entrepreneurship and gaming nostalgia. First of all, thank you so much to all of my Patreon supporters. My YouTube channel hit 1k subscribers, so thanks to everyone else as well. You really made this possible, and hopefully I'll continue in the same upwards trajectory, not only with the podcast but with all of my other gaming videos. Subscribers, Patreon supporters, you rock. Thank you again so much. Now let's get into the 19th episode, the episode where I talk about how you can turn your writing into a video game. This episode will be something that mixes all of that energy in the writing community, which, like everyone else around the world, has a bit more time thanks to the pandemic and the quarantine lifestyle, to use the same time and turn it into something creative, something that I'm guessing most never did or even thought about, which is to make a video game. Now, how do you make a video game? If you have zero experience in the field, you probably think that it includes a lot of specialized skill, a lot of team effort most of the time, or incredibly talented, incredibly tech-savvy individuals who can make everything from the start to the finish, which is basically true, but it doesn't have to be. You can also create a game from your writing with really little skill or absolutely no technical background whatsoever. How can you do that? Here's a step-by-step guide that can help not only to create a game, but also to promote your other writing through an unusual means of sharing your creativity and your creative ideas. The first thing you need to do is to learn to program. Now, I know that a lot of you instantly think that it's super hard. It has a lot of symbols and code that you can't read or don't know what to do with. That's one part of programming, but it's not the only one. You can program easily without any previous technical background using a tool called Twine. Link is in the description below. Twine is basically a program that allows you to create an interactive text. It's something that we would call in the old days an interactive narrative, a textual adventure. It's basically a system that offers you a means to hyperlink or interconnect your text using something that's most similar to visual programming. You can learn Twine in 2 hours, I bet you that. It doesn't matter if you know HTML or if you are somebody who never saw or even knew that this thing exists. It's super simple, super easy to learn. You can figure it out really quickly using YouTube tutorials or Twine guide itself, and in 2 to 3 hours you'll know how to make a basic interactive text. Once you have that, you need to take your story, it doesn't matter if it's a short story, a novella or anything else, and slowly turn it into a game. How you do that? You do it by gamifying your story. The basic and the easiest way to gamify anything narrative is to add multiple endings. So it's something like the old Mickey Mouse comic books, where you simply need to decide if Mickey should go outside or stay in the house. For the first choice, you go to page 11. For the second choice, you go to page 9. This is the most effective and the simplest way how you gamify things. But you can also expand on it. You can add riddles, you can add challenges, you can add external links. So for example, if you're writing a detective mystery or making a detective story here for your video game, you can add links to outside sources like regular news articles where your players need to find a particular piece of information that they need to use in their next step. The options are limitless. The better you get at it, you can also import graphics, do a whole lot of other things all around this really simple, really basic, easy to understand method of programming. Once you gamified your story, you turned it into an interactive process, you have your game. You download it, and this is the best part, you can publish it immediately on a platform called itch.io. This is a hub for indie games where you can easily upload your Twine adventure, and it will be playable immediately to anyone who has the link. They won't have to download anything, they won't have to sign up, they'll just need to go to a website, your page, your profile on that website, which is itch.io, and play the game. It's simple as that. You can do everything you need to know technically for this option in an afternoon. It will take you a lot longer to gamify your story, of course. It will take you much longer if it's going to be any good for other people, but the things that you need from a technical perspective are there in less than 12 hours. This means one afternoon in this beautiful new quarantine world of ours, and you can make your story, whatever it might be, into a fully fledged video game. I don't know about you, but for me that's awesome. So if you are a member of the writing community and you enjoy this episode of I'm Gaming, please share it with your friends. I really think this is a great opportunity for anyone, not just to learn to create simple games, which is in itself great, but to also use this opportunity to promote your other work. If you write short horror fiction, this is an ideal means to promote your other work, which is purely written, which is novels or stories or anything else, through this unusual means, which is a video game. So it's a powerful marketing tool, but more importantly, it's something that will keep you occupied in the coming days and weeks if you get hooked to it or on it. And trust me, chances are you will, because it's really simple, and once you get into it, you produce games that anyone around the world can play through a simple click in their browser or even their mobile device, thanks to the awesome itch.io. Both things are completely free. Links are in the description below, check them out and try it out. Make your stories into video games. This is the perfect moment. You can get only a lot of benefits from that. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Ivica. Don't forget to subscribe if you really enjoyed this video. Please check out my Patreon page. I would love to have you as a supporter. Even a single $1 per month would mean a lot to me. And of course, a huge thanks to everyone who continues to support me on Patreon. You rock and you're awesome. I really mean that. My name is Ivica. Again, thank you for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode of I'm Gaming. Until then, stay safe and have a great day. Bye bye.